So as you know that we, just a moment. I can see the majority from grade 8th or 9th or 7th. Very few have answered about this question. 8th and 9th I got, Metri, Nishtha. What about others? All right. So I want all of you to open your chat box wherein I have pasted few chat links. So first links are of syllabus link. You can check your syllabus on these particular links according to your grade. In case you have not enrolled yet, no need to worry. Still, you can enroll for this particular batch. We have seats. You can complete your payment process and you can join the batch. You are always welcome to give us a feedback. You just need to fill up this form and we'll get your view. Of course, you have right to know about your batch in detail. So click on this all batch detail link and you'll get to know. In case you have any further queries, feel free to email us at support@olympiad66.com or drop us a WhatsApp message on these two particular numbers. Yes, we will be going to go live on the Facebook. In case you have any internet glitch, you'll not be able to join us back via Zoom. No need to worry. You can watch this demo live on the Facebook. All right. So now I would like to invite your mentor at the platform. Her name is Miss Priyasha. She's a wonderful mentor. If any of you have taken classes from her before, I'm sure you must be aware of her. Her classes are having the chocolate questions also. That's a more curiosity part. And of course, she interacts very well from the students and she will make you understand each and every topic in a very clear format. And teaching is her profession, so that's why she is teaching with the Olympiad session so long. And of course, now I'll not take much time of yours. So over to you, Priyasha ma'am.
Thank you so much, Pooja ma'am. That was much said about me by ma'am. So I would directly get down to reasoning now. And as you people are quite grown up, so I would not just tell you that reasoning is something which makes you smart and intelligent. I'll rather give you data and facts which you need to know how reasoning is important for you coming forward when it comes to the Olympiads, when it comes to the various competitive examinations you're preparing for, or in future you're planning to give. All of these have a quotient of logical reasoning in it. Go and check any syllabus and you will find that every examination does give a lot of weightage to these type of questions. And the major fact is this is the direct application of logical reasoning in different examinations and future career aspects. But the interesting part here would be that we are not limited to the direct application of logical reasoning. We also need to have a quick check upon how indirectly logical reasoning is helping us in each and every subject and topic you are learning in your school as well as in your coaching centers if you are taking any for any further preparation of yours. Remember that logical reasoning will help you to open up your mind and try a particular question in a different way. We all have tried doing questions in science, in maths, where it involves sometimes some numerical problems, sometimes it involves applying a simple formula. But still, when you go and see the same chapter's question coming in competitive examinations, you see that it is never direct application, right? For example, if you learn, take a simple example. If you learn the formula of area of a rectangle is equals to length into breadth. Now, this is what we have been doing in school that yes, this is the direct application. They'll give you the length, they'll give you the breadth, and then they'll ask you what the area is. But when the same type of question, like the syllabus wise, this geometry question itself comes in a competitive examination, they never give you the straightforward data like this. They'll one data will be given in some other form, like they'll say that the length is the third multiple of the fourth prime number, so that you decode it from there. Otherwise, they'll give you the area, they'll give you the relationship between the length and the breadth, that the length is four times the breadth and the area is this much. Find out the length now or find out the perimeter now. So, what is happening? The same subject, same topic, but waved across. And this can be directly related to one of the favorite chapters of mine in logical reasoning, which is families. That means blood relations. If you see, that's a common grudge of every single student, including myself, that why don't they really straight away ask the question? Why do they keep on asking, she is the mother of the sister, of the brother, of my uncle? But this is just an exercise, a mental gym which you people are going into, where you will be training your brain to become more strong and resilient to questions like this, where people will come and ask you and twist your brain around like this. But since you have practiced a lot, you would be able to get the answers very easily. And in the classroom also, we are planning to do the same thing in reasoning classes. Our major focus would be to see how we can do questions faster, to see or try to practice more type of questions, so that we all know this very practically, that logical reasoning is never limited. It's never that you have done 5, 10, 20, 100 questions and that's the end of logic. Never. Logic can keep on coming new and new and new type of questions every single time you do it. So therefore, more practice is the only solution to getting things better. And yeah, there are always better ways to do the question. Everyone is in a learning stage, including me, and there's always a better way of doing a question. The only thing is, if we do it in a group session like this, there'll be more scope of us to learn that, okay, ma'am, we could have done it this way, where we could have just focused on the first and the third letter and would have got the answer by saving our time for without doing the other letters in this same process, right? So these are the interactions and these are the things which we'll be learning, which generally doesn't come with a book, because in our time also we never had these sessions. Like, I'm very happy to say that Olympiad Success actually gives so much of importance to logical reasoning, even if it is not taught in schools, because they have got the real understanding that how is this chapter or how is this topic going to help students in overall development of their learning criteria. And therefore, this is very, very important for all of you to understand that just practicing from the book is not going to help. Doing it in a live class will help us come across more different and creative ways of solving it. And that is what we'll be focusing on, alongside obviously focusing on the two main pillars, accuracy as well as speed. So we'll see a small idea of that in the demo today. But before that, Megha ma'am and Pooja ma'am will be showing you two important PPTs. You have to watch that, see the details so that you know everything about the batch, and then we'll quickly get started with the demo. Done? All right, then over to you, Megha ma'am. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much, Priyasha ma'am. Hope my screen is visible. All right, I welcome you all on the platform of Olympiad Success. So, Olympiad Success is the India's largest online preparation platform for Olympiad examination. We are the India's first exclusive live classes for Olympiad preparation, one of its kind yearly program that includes courses that matters. Having 8 courses, School Plus program, mathematics, English, science, logical reasoning, communication, spoken, written, Vedic maths, and coding. What else we provide? We provide one-on-one online CBSE, ICSE, IGCSE, and IB classes from grade 2 to grade 12, and one-on-one preparation classes for various Olympiads. You can meet our rank holders. These are kids like you only. No need to worry. You just need to spare 2 hours extra from your regular studies, because Olympiad examination is quite little tougher than the regular examination. So we are having a live Olympiad session, group session with around 20 students delivered through Zoom by tutors with significant teaching experience. 2 sessions per week, Saturday and Sunday, 4 p.m. till 5:15 p.m. IST with 5 minutes of break. Session includes mix of theory, practice question, doubt session, and discussion on previous year paper. And student will also get a reading material and practice question available on the dashboard of Olympiad Success. And student also will get a free access to Olympiad Success platform to practice the topic-wise mock test. So syllabus is available at this particular link for each and every grade. And the fee of this course is rupees 10,038 rupees. It is a 45 session course and payment can be made by using this particular link. These fees include online class, daily reading notes and exercise, practice of previous year papers, and access to Olympiad Success platform. What else you required? A laptop or desktop with good internet speed, laptop or desktop with camera, and headphones for the better audio clarity. So live classes will be starting from 12th of April 2025. In 2024, Olympiad Success had students more than 5,000 school across India and abroad. So this is all about informative PPT. I hope I'm clear, right? Okay, we'll ask question then. Okay, over to you, Pooja ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So Maitri, soon we'll answer your question. Let me share a dashboard tour and then we'll begin with the QA round. So what you have to do, students, you have to enter this URL olympiadsuccess.com, wherein you'll get this page. Here you need to enter your user details with which you will purchase course with us. Okay, so that ID you need to use. After logging in, you'll get your profile details on the screen. Check it in case you find any error, you can rectify it over here. Click on live classes where you'll be going to get your entire material. Over here, you need to select your subject and of course topic. So here you can see there's a schedule, holiday calendar, reading material, question paper, and answer keys. So I'll show you the schedule in which you will get the clarity in which session you will be going to go which particular topic, right? So you can see the test days also that in case you have any doubt in particular topic, you can ask from your mentor on the day of test discussion days. So there'll be super classes also in which you'll be going to practice previous year papers because Olympiads are meant for more and more practice, right? So here is a holiday calendar. I don't want you to miss any of the session because already we do have festival holidays. Reading material to make you understand in detail. So you can see each and every PDF is downloadable. You can download it and you can practice it. Question paper. There are answer keys also. But I want to download the paper, solve it, and then check your answer keys. Okay, don't download your answer keys parallelly because obviously if you'll be loyal with your practice, then only you'll be going to achieve best. Right? So these are the answer keys. Yes, so that's pretty much about the dashboard tour. So if anybody is having any doubt related to the course or dashboard, feel free to drop your questions in the chat box and we'll be happy to answer your queries. So let me stop sharing and we'll be going to answer Maitri's question. Using classes are clashing, please let me know. Yes, there'll be other batches also. Soon it will be going to announce. So you stay connected with the team. I'll share a support number once again and you can connect with them. All right, Maitri? So you can contact on these two numbers. They'll be going to inform you about the other batches. Okay. Anybody else? If you will not ask, then Megamam will ask you the question. She is very particular about her presentation. She'll be going to check whether you were attentive or not.
These are intelligent kids.
So you can ask the question now.
Okay, so write it in our chat box. Class timing and class date. Class days and class timing.
Very nice. So we got reply from Rais. Class days are Saturday and Sunday. Timing will be 4 till 5:15 p.m. Very good. So Megham was absolutely correct that you all are very, very attentive students. And I'm sure this will be continue in the regular sessions also, right? Because then only you'll be going to get some productive learning. Very good. All were attentive. They all know the correct days and time. All right, then. I think we are good to go for the demo. Over to you, Priyasha ma'am.
Thank you so much. All right, then, since you people have very nicely seen the PPT and other stuff, there's no point of waiting and getting started with the demo. So I thought of starting with one topic only, but then I thought that why not explore and experiment a bit more with a different type of questions so that you also have an idea that what all things will be covered. Remember the link which ma'am gave earlier has the syllabus link also. So you can also check out your syllabus before you even join the batch. Okay. So we'll get started with the demo right now. The first question has to be obviously from the topic which has the heart of the entire logical reasoning. Honestly speaking, even after being the teacher, I'm just, accepting the fact that earlier when I was introduced to logical reasoning, for me, coding, decoding was the only chapter in logical reasoning. But that's not the reality. There are many more chapters. But then first question has to be coding, decoding. This coding decoding has to do a lot with the place value of the alphabets as well, guys. So let's get started. Let's see how many of you can do this. Please do answer in the chat box. I love to see your answers. And then if you're done with your answers, please give me a one-liner explanation of how you did it. This is a direct conversion of alphabets to numbers. And 43 has to do nothing with the sum of these. So, I mean, sum of these alphabets, letters, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means something is happening with the place value. Check on that. By the way, how many of you remember the place value of P? I have my personal reasons to remember. My name starts with a P. Let's check in the chat. Okay, Pratham has given me an answer as well. Rais Maitri 16. Okay, so how many of you are aware of a term called Ijoti? Hi Rais, welcome back. So Ijoti is actually one of the ways of remembering the place value of all the alphabets which are a multiple of 5. So have a look. E is the 5th letter, J is the 10th, O is the 15th, T is the 21, and Y is 25. And you'll be like, but how's this helpful? Like Ijoti has no P in it, but Ijoti has O in it. So you know that P comes right after O. So if Ijoti can help you remember the place value of O, that is 15, P can be found out accordingly, right? But if you have personal reasons like Pratham and me, that our name starts with a P, or someone you know whose name starts with a P, you can remember, then it's a personal reason. P is equals to 16. Now the first letter is A, so there is nothing to worry about, think about. L has a very, very funny way of remembering its place value. Can you all, keeping your shyness aside, in the muted version only, say 12? Come on, say. There's nothing to laugh. 12. 12. So 12 has a very prominent L in it, and that's again a silly reason to remember that the place value of L in English alphabet is 12. See, it doesn't really matter that how you remember this. The only thing which matters is you give the right answer. So no matter how silly it is, please follow it if you can remember it. Then comes M, guys. So the same thing. If you really want to go with O, M, N, O, that way, then also you can remember it. M can be flipped and written like a 3 also. So 3 is taken by C. So M is left with 13. There are many stories to remember, but whatever suits you well, please use that method to remember the place values. Now I've got all the place values. What now? I'll tell you one thing. Logic, as I said in the beginning, has no end to anything. Okay. But then there are some catchy points. Like I'll tell you what my catching point is. 6 plus 1, 7, 7 plus 2, 9, 9 plus 1, 10, 10 plus 3, 13. That means my answer ends in a 3. This gives me hope. Got it, Lagan? This gives me hope that I have to continue in the direction where I'm going. So, Lagan, if I add up all the digits, what do I get? Do I get 43? In the chat box, please write it. Yes, I do. Oh, Lagan wrote it so nicely. 1 to 3 is answer according to me. This can be obtained by adding. That's absolutely right, Lagan. That's absolutely correct. Now, this is just theory. I know you people know it, but you know, teacher, what to do? I have to do this. So, Palam is called as 43 is actually called as the sample in a question. And how does sample help us? Sample helps us to find the logic. Once we got the logic, the real question is here, Santa Cruz. Someone was from Mumbai, right? It was you, Briti, correct? Santa Cruz is a place in Mumbai, correct? Yeah. So we'll do the same thing. We'll write down all the place values together, add them up, and see the answer. But again, there is a place of saving few seconds. What is that place? T20 matches. So S comes right before it. 19, 1, 14. Because November 14th is Children's Day. Again, silly reason to remember. T20, 1, 3. Right to vote comes in 18. So 18R. U So U comes right after T, so it's 21, and Z is the last letter. Now, 9 plus 1, 0, 0 plus 4, 4 plus 0, 4, 5, 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 8, 16, so 6, 6 plus 1, 7, and 7 plus 6 is a 13, ends in a 3, only one option ends in a 3. No, I just saved few seconds, but even these few seconds matter. This is the approach which we will learn in the classroom, guys. Because see, you guys are grown-ups. I'm not going to teach you A is the first letter, B is the second letter. I'm going to teach you this process which you will never find in any book. Because books only tell you the solution. Books never tell you these kind of tricks and tips. They'll make a box, but they will never still be able to tell you this approach. So that's the reason for us conducting logical reasoning classes for big boys and girls like you. Coming to the next question. Oh my God, this is so easy. After so much of number things, we are back on a very easy thing. But this has a variation, huh? First, you tell me the answer of this one, then I'll tell you. Oh, Jian is also here. Hi, Jian. Jian, Pratham, Rais have given me the answers. Is called. There are two varieties of these questions. Is called and means. Anyone who wants to share their calling name or pet name with me? Anyone, if you want to, just for the sake of the explanation, you can type it in the chat box. Oh, really, Muthu? Thank you, Maitri. Chutki is the nice name. Wait, this was also a cartoon character in Chota Bheem. Okay, fine. So we'll go with Maitri's example. Thank you, Maitri, for the example. Oh, Pratham's name is Prathu. That's easy. That's every time happens with everyone. Okay, kangaroo or bunny. Nice, Nishta. Got the idea from there only. Oh my goodness, Maitri. Okay, fine. So let's start with Maitri's example. So we call Maitri is called Chutki. Okay. The same thing is written left, right, switched. Chutki means Maitri. So see, I don't want you to mug it up. Therefore, I gave you this example so that you can just understand it once and it will always remain in your head. So suppose I'm calling someone as Chutki, Chutki, Chutki in the class. So let's say that Priti came late and she is like, ma'am, I don't see anyone with the name of Chutki in the class. I mean, in the participants list. So whom are you calling Chutki? Who is Chutki? So then I'll say Chutki means Maitri. That means the actual answer or the actual name is Maitri and the calling name or the coded name is Chutki. This happens when we have means in the sentence, and that's here. But the question above is not means. The question above is called, where the real answer or the actual answer will be on your left, and the coded answer, which we are looking for, will be on the right. So that means first thing first in this question, we will go to this part and check for the actual answer. The actual answer where a man sleeps is bed. But we know that it is a is called type question. So my coded answer will be on the right hand side of the bed. And that's window. Possibly a person can sleep on window if the window is made like that. But window would be the right answer of this question. Any doubts, anyone? Had this been means, room means bed, bed means window, then we would have got the answer as room, left hand side. Okay? Done? All right, no doubts on this one. Let's go to another question. This is back to blood relations. So enough of coding, decoding now. Let's do blood relations. Pointing to a photograph, a boy, Ankit, said, a boy, Ankit, has very clearly specified that the gender of Ankit is male. Remember, until and unless specified, do not assume the gender. I repeat, until and unless specified, do not assume the gender. That's the problem. That's the difference between the various websites you find on internet, which are actually making blood relation questions from the Indian examinations like defense exam, bank exam of India. versus the international Olympiads which conduct the blood relation questions. So the difference is that in Indian examinations, you will find that people are assuming the gender from the name, but in international Olympiads, they never do so. So if there's a none of these, there's a high chance of that getting to be the right answer. Okay. So do not assume. Oh, I see answers coming in. Let me check. Many of you go with the father. Let's draw. There are two ways of doing this. One, doing it mentally. Another one is drawing it out. So mentally, I can't show you, but I'll draw it out. This is the speaker, right? So my mother means Ankit's mother. So you can mentally write it in your mind that it's Ankit's mother. And if you want to be very sure, then Ankit. Okay, I refer to this. You have your own choices. But if we are doing it together, I'll prefer that you learn my method. I mean, learn means keep that method in your mind so that there's no problem understanding what I'm drawing. So I always show boys with a rectangle and girls with a circle or oval. So A is a boy, and one generation above is the mother of Ankit. Only son will be Ankit himself back. Okay. That's Ankit itself. Son of Ankit will be, of course, one generation down. So how is Ankit related to the boy? Okay, here is another catch. How is Ankit related to the boy means what will the boy call Ankit? And that has to be father. That's the right answer. But imagine, guys, the question would have been how is the boy related to Ankit? Just twisting it here from here, the answer would be son. Okay. So be very careful in these two areas in blood relation questions. Who is the speaker and who is the point of reference? You people must have learned physics, right? Point of reference, heard about it before. Point of reference, no. So I'll tell you, point of reference is very important in blood relation and direction sense question. I'll show you another direction sense question below. Let's say this is Lagan standing here and this is Rais standing here. Okay. So if I say that, in which direction is Rais standing with respect to Lagan, then what is the answer, guys? In which direction is Rais standing with respect to Lagan? East or west? There can be two possible answers only. Let's see. Point of reference. East or west? Pratham East, Rais East, Lagan East, Briti East, Ashrit East, Maitri East. Okay, everyone. Jian also East. With respect to Lagan means the deciding the deciding boy is Lagan. Lagan, this is a hat for you. So the deciding boy is Lagan. And with respect to Lagan means this guy will decide where is Rais going. So he is in the east. That is absolutely right. Had the question been just flipped, that where is Lagan with respect to Rais, then it has to go this way. The answer would have been west. That's fine. So this is point of reference with respect to that boy. All of these are point of reference. Okay, let's move to the next question. This question is a direction sense question, guys. You might have to draw. And by the way, in the classroom, we'll also learn Pythagoras theorem. Yes, maths alongside logical reasoning. Nishtha, absolutely. All the very best, Nishtha, and we'll make sure that this happens. Okay. Congratulations for last year, and very, very seriously, we'll prepare together for this year. Oh, wow, we have answers. Pratham, Rais, Ashrit, Briti has a different answer. Okay, let's try. Let's start drawing, guys. No more answers? Difficult? Not really. Okay, let's start drawing. Oh, I have one more answer. Jian and Maitri both. Okay. So this is Amit. Amit starts moving 20 meters in the north. Oh my God, my drawing. One. This is, I'm just assuming that this according to me is 20, okay? Now he turned right. Okay, very simple rule. Never eat sandwich or soggy waffles, whatever you want to put here. But remember that please learn it in a clockwise direction because that really helps. How does that help? Because help number one is in questions like this. When someone says turn a right and they do not give you an angle, by default, what do we consider? By default, we consider 90 degree. So when someone is going in the north and someone asks you to turn right, you're actually turning to the east direction, clockwise. Another thing, please write it down. Right is always a clockwise turn and left is always an anti-clockwise turn. Okay. So right turn 30 degrees in the east looks like this. Now, when you are in the east direction, someone is asking you to again turn on the right. Again, a right from the east is a clockwise direction, again taking you to the south. And this time you're walking more, 35. Now, why did I draw it like 20? Because I wanted some benchmark. What is benchmark now, ma'am? English classes in reasoning. So benchmark is when you kind of compare with the last quantity. So this is 20, right? So I will take this as my 20 and I will just extend it a little bit more, which looks like 15 more. So that a total of 35 looks like this. This benchmarking is necessary. I'll tell you how. After you have done this, they are asking you to turn left. Now, turning left is an anti-clockwise turn. And when you turn anti-clockwise from south to east, what happens? 15 meters more. There you go. I'll just take this much. 15 meters. Now, again, you're in the east. Finally, that's the last turn. He turns left again. Left is again anti-clockwise. And from east, it will go back to north. This time he's planning to walk another 15 meters. Now, this is the place where benchmarking is helping you because, tada, you just are going to stop here, 15, because this was also 15, this is also 15. And that makes you understand that this was your starting point, okay? And this is your ending point. And when someone asks you in which direction and how many meters is he from the starting point, from the starting point means point of, we just did that, reference. So point of reference is my starting point. So if I give all the importance to this part, I understand that I am traveling in the east direction to go to the end point. West out, west out. Now please check the direction, guys. 30 and 15. 30 plus 15, 45. And that makes D as the right answer. Is there anything you did not understand? Please feel free to ask. All good? Thumbs up. Half of your cameras are off. Hi, Ashu. Okay. So you can't unmute. So a hi virtually like this would be fine. Welcome back. So that's the diagram which we will be following in order to do such type of questions. And remember, there are like 2-3 things to be kept in mind. Point of reference, correct turns, that is left and right, and by default degrees, which is 90 degree. If no one says that Lagan turned right by 45 degrees, then we have to assume that if it is not mentioned how many degrees, we'll assume it 90 degrees. Fine, fine. Let's go to the next question. Welcome back to Coding Decoding because we can never get enough of it. It's easy. Very, very. But I need logic in the chat box, okay? Come on, quick. Logic, logic. Jan, logic. Same for all. Pratham, Rais, logic. Oh, wow. Thanks, Jan. That's right. Thanks, Briti. That's absolutely right. With the Maitri, the logic is we are following backward direction and then interchanging two of the positions. You typed all of this? Oh my God. Perfect. Very fast at typing. We'll have a typing competition in the class next week when we start. Every pair of two is reversed. Ma'am, so every pair of letters are replaced with each other. Very good. Pratham says first with second, third with fourth, and so on. Lagan replace every two digits. Letters. That's right. Thank you so much, Lagan. Thank you. Maitri has also given me the answer. So yes, yes, yes. Now when we have known the logic that CH becomes HC, AM becomes MA, then can we take a shortcut? The answer has to start with a EN. So there is only one option which starts with an EN. Finish. No need to spend even 10 more seconds to figure out the rest of the answer. But, disclaimer. The disclaimer is that this is only applicable when you do not go with none of these. When there is a none of these, this is a game changer. Remember that when you see none of these, you should first cry and then pay attention that you have to do the full question. Yeah, crying is obvious because you have to solve the full question. Okay. So let's go to the next question, everyone. This is without any options. There are some benches and students, and you will be like, ma'am, why a math question in this? Can't help. You will have 2, 3 chapters in your syllabus. Go and check, which are like almost algebra. Some benches and students. 3 students are sitting in one bench. 4 students do not find any place. Condition number 1. Condition number 2. If 4 students are sitting in one bench, then one bench remain completely empty. So find the total number of students and benches both. Nah, 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 nah. I can't. Yes, that's good that no one answered. Because if someone would have answered, I would have been pretty sure this is the work of AI. Possible, right? Riyansh is like, no, ma'am, I don't even know. My computer doesn't know how to use it. Take the benches as B and the students as S and start making algebraic equations. 3B plus 4 is the first equation. See, I am helping you. 3B plus 4. 3 people into number of benches plus 4 extra. Now, how would you write the second equation? You people would be like, ma'am wrote the easy equation herself and gave us the hard one. Second scenario. Anyone? Oh my God, Rais has got an answer. Rais, did you do hit and trial? Come on, I don't think so it works. Let's see if Rais' answer works. So Rais says that the answer is 16 students and 5 benches. So if we have 5 benches, then 5 into 3, 15 plus 4, the number of students should be 19. Ta-da-da. This is the total number of students, guys. Okay, don't get confused. Equals to S. And the other one will be where 4 of them are sitting, then one bench remains empty. This is another equation. Where 4 people are sitting together, then one bench remains empty. So B minus 1 into 4 is the total number of students. Now, the right hand side of both the equations is same. So have you learned this rule in algebra? That you can actually equate this with this? Yeah? Let's find that out then. No problem, that's still wrong. Okay, let's continue. Anyone who can help me in algebra, please? How to open this bracket? Help me in the equation chat. Okay, by multiplying. Maitri, I'll start making fun, huh? Ashrit, tell me what to do. 4 multiplied with B is? Write it in the chat box. 4 multiplied with B is? Jian has answered very good. Briti has answered very good. Distributive property. Correct, Yash. Maitri, very good. Thank you. Thank you, Lagan. Ashit, type. Waiting for you. Pratham is solving it. Okay. Nishta, I can't see you. Let's go, Ashit. Having problem on like opening the chat box or something? Hey, you are just blinking. Say yes or no, even nod. Not not for what? Are you not able to open? Are you able to open it? Thinking. Oh my god, I've got answers. Perfect. I'll unmute you, Ashrit. I just want to confirm if everything is fine. All is good?
Yes, ma'am, everything is good.
Okay, you're typing the answer. Should I wait for you?
Ma'am, I already gave the answer. Be able to hear it.
Oh, where? Ashrit, I never got the answer. So sorry.
It's
I
fine.
never I never received it. If you can write it down again.
Okay.
So as we were discussing that if we open the bracket, this is 4b, and if we again distribute it, it's -4, and this is 3b plus 4. We all know that we can shift all the variables on one side and all the numbers on the other. So 4b minus 3b is equals to 4 plus 4 because negative becomes positive, and that's how b ends up in 8. That means there are 8 benches, and if there are 8 benches, then how to get the number of students? Put it in any one of the equation. So 8 minus 1 is 7, and 7 into 4 is 28, and that's how we get the answer of students. This is a pure math question, isn't it? What is it doing in the logical reasoning chapter? But yeah, you will get questions on mathematical reasoning and many other chapters, mathematical operations, where you will have to deal with a lot of mathematical answers and questions like this. So good to go. Shall we go to the next one? Okay, done. Let's try the next question, guys. These are 2 questions back to back. Once you're done with the 7th one, do the 8th one. What is this type of question called? These type of questions are called as data sufficiency. Data sufficiency doesn't want you to solve the question. Data sufficiency wants you to tell us whether only one statement is sufficient to get the answer, or 2 of them are necessary, or none of them are necessary. It's like that. And what is the case of either or? Jian, when do we use either and or? We use either or when this is also doing it independently and this is also giving the answer independently. Like for example, let's think of an example of either and or. Let's say I ask you, how old is Jian? Jian, how old are you? 45? How old is Jian is the question. Option A says the third multiple of 4, and option B says the second prime number. 1 second. Oh no. 1 second. Something is coming on my screen. The second prime number multiplied with 4. So both the questions are giving me the individual answers. This also gives me 12 answers straight. This also gives me 12 answers straight. So that is the case where I say either or, not both, because both is necessary when both of them together are important for Jian's age to be calculated. Okay. Some people say it's E, some people say it's C. Think and answer, guys. How can be so much of variation in one question? What is the rank of Geeta? First information is 30 students in the class. Second information is 10 students who scored less than Geeta. Don't you think that we have to club both the informations to get the rank? What is the ranking test formula? Okay, and now teaching you another chapter in the same question. Ranking test says that the total number is equals to rank from the top my plus bottom minus 1. And what are they asking us? Rank from the top. So if rank from the top is asked, then we will just shift the formula. Top is equals to total minus bottom plus 1. Total 30, bottom 10 plus 1, 21. 21st is the rank, and this information can only be calculated when we are provided data given in both the sentences. Therefore, option E is the right answer. Is that clear to all those who gave the answer as C? Let's come to number 8. This is very, very interesting. Find the value of x. X is greater than 5 and x is less than 7. The very first thing which any one of you could have thought, anyone, would be 6. This much psychology is very common. But the fact is this question saying anywhere that this is a natural number, whole number, integer, rational number, anything like that? No. So can I say we can really find out the value of x with the help of only these two information? And that's the point where the game changes. The answer is not both 1 and 2 are needed. The answer is neither of them are sufficient. Because we never know that x is a whole number, negative number, integer, rational number, or anything like that. And that means x can be 6.6, 6.2, 6.0006, and anything in the same line, right? So therefore, alone, these two are not sufficient to give us the right answer. Is this okay? So that was the catch in these two questions. Is this clear, everyone? Data sufficiency? Okay, then you have a very hard question to answer. And that question is, how was the class? I know it's cliche, but please, I know, I need to know this. And by the way, their regular sessions will be starting next week, this time itself. So make sure that we meet the next time. And yeah, we'll be starting off with some interesting chapters. And you can check the schedule yourself also with the links which were provided in the beginning of the session. All right. We'll catch back in the next week then. Thanks, Jian. You found it nice. Yashwan, good. Pratham, great. Lagan, good. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you then next week. Take care. And just one thing, since you are already overburdened with all the stuff going around in your life, so take a chill pill and do the reasoning class with a smile on your face. Okay. Maitri, to be honest, it was great. I understood everything. Your explanation is really nice. That's so sweet of you, Maitri. Thank you so much. Briti also found it great. Ashrit also found it as a nice class. Pratham, I got international rank 2 in Quest Olympiad, 60 out of 60. Wow. Claps for you, Pratham. Good job. Thank you so much. And then goes to Jian. Thank you. Great. Ma'am, I got bronze medal in International Olympiad Foundation Reasoning. Wow. Perfect, Rice. Thank you so much. Congratulations. And see you everyone then next week. Bye-bye. Take care. See you soon. Tada.